All right, guys. Welcome back to Scorpion TV. This is your host, Ras Judah. You already know every time Gambia is playing, we are trying to bring you the pre-game. And during the game, we are going to try to bring you the halftime show and the post-game analysis. Obviously, the last game, there were a lot of disappointing Gambian fans. And we are going to talk about a little bit about that game and also talk about what to expect in the future. Today, told you guys I'm going to have a surprise guest here, and I'm not even going to introduce this guy. I would let him introduce himself, and then I'll tell you a little bit about our crossing. So go ahead, sir. Introduce yourself to the viewers.
All right. My name is Christophe Nizumadi. I'm from Ivory Coast, and today I'm with my friends. So we're gonna talk about our game against our game Gambia versus Ivory Coast. That's it.
Th-
That's the only thing.
thank you so much, Chris. He is going to be representing Ivory Coast. I wish I had another Gambian by my side, but by default, I would be representing Gambia. Anyway, guys, viewers, this is Chris. Chris and I used to play together in Texas. I had a little bit of, amateur coaching with him. He playing in my team, and of course, I played in his team. Chris also played at decent level in Texas, college and semi-pro and stuff like that. But now he's obsessed about his team. Chris, let me just ask you. Before, maybe it's because I did not know you, but now I'm seeing more Ivorian national team updates from your page, from your own profile. Is this
Yeah.
interest something that you had long time ago, or did you just start? Because sometimes I want to know about your team. I go to your page.
Okay. Uh, in the beginning, I didn't want to say anything about the team. I have my own
Mhm.
opinion, but I never expressed that on Facebook and shit. But I saw a lot of criticize about my team, about some players,
Mhm.
and I was like, I want to speak on it so I can use my page and say whatever I want to say about the team. Usually, I don't really conduct any players. I just say good thing. Even when people say like he play bad or whatever, I was like, no, you can say player play bad. It was just maybe that game wasn't his game. I'm
Right.
just you know I'm just a player. I don't like when people give bad credit to people who just try to give the best. That's why I use my page for that.
Absolutely, and you are very right because sometimes Facebook would give me the opportunity to translate if you post in French, but most of the time I think you also post in English, so I could pick it
Yeah,
up. I could see
yeah.
you. Sometimes fans would be criticizing a particular player, but you would take a
Mhm.
different route. You would say, "Wait a
Yeah.
minute, there's something that I'm seeing in this player that these people are not seeing." And
Mhm.
most of the time you are vindicated because one time there was a player that you profiled, and the next
Yeah.
game he scored or he provided an assist,
And
and
you
you
know
and
I
I
was
talk
right.
about it a little bit.
You know I was right. Yeah, I was right because that guy maybe he doesn't give the ball like they want to, but he create more danger. You know what I'm saying? He bring more danger for the other team. That's what the team need. You don't need somebody gonna play every time on the back. You need somebody gonna go box to box. You know what I'm saying? You
Aggressive.
take the ball, you go, you
Aggressive.
try to make the defender go back. That's what he's supposed to do. Not just give the ball like that. I like him. I don't know.
Abs- I mean, I like him too because after I read your post, whenever I watch your team, I'm trying to
Yeah,
see him do things, and I was
yeah,
like, this is what Chris was talking about. But guys,
yeah.
we're gonna head into the Gambia and Ivory Coast game, World Cup
Mhm,
qualifiers, my day two. What we are
mhm.
going to do now, we are just going to start with Ivory Coast because obviously they are. Chris is my guest. We always want to start
Mhm.
with the guest, and then we will go to the Gambia. I'm gonna play a
All
little
right.
bit of the highlights in the
Okay.
Ivorian game, and every now and then I may stop it, and Chris and I would have conversations about it.
Mm.
We are going to look at probably, I think it was Sebastian Heller with the first goal. Uh, if we can get it, yes, we will get it up. There it is. Let me make sure that
لمنتخب ساحل العاج لمساندة المنتخب الساحل العاجي في أولى مباراة بورس، لكن كرة بعيدة تصل لسيكو فوفانا، يرسل كرة أمامية إلى سيمون، يأخذ كرة انطلاقة وفرصة وعرضية، لكن تصل لحارس على اليمين. سيكو فوفانا يغير مكانه ويصنع الفرصة، هذه فرصة خطيرة وانطلاقة وركلة جزاء، ركلة جزاء لكريم كوناتي، ركلة. شوفها
Mm.
هذه الكرة وهذا المرور وهذه الانطلاقة، ومع حارس المرمى سيمون الآن أمام هذه الكرة، ركلة جزاء لمنتخب ساحل عاج. شوف المرور الجميل.
All right, Chris. I'm going to pause
Yeah.
it here in a little bit because this is a great place. I think that we can pause it. What
Mhm.
we just saw there is, I believe it was Fofana that played that ball into the channel
Mhm.
for Konate, and Konate is a player that you rate really, really, really high. He's a young player.
Yeah.
He's enjoying his time in the Bundesliga. He's scoring goal for RB Leipzig. He's playing regularly
Mhm.
in the Champions League too. Even though he is
Mhm.
young, he's got the quality. And yesterday he had the opportunity to play from the
To
beginning of
show
the
the world.
game and show most
Yeah.
Ivorian what he can do. Tell us more about your observation from his game.
I watched this guy from the top team in Ivory Coast, ASEC,
Mhm.
before even go to Europe.
Moses, yeah,
He was
yeah.
bowling. I'm telling you, he was bowling. This is nothing. Right now, he play good soccer, but in the beginning, when he used to play for the top team in Ivory Coast, he was bowling.
Mhm.
And
Right.
you can see the different statistic about him in Bundesliga. You see, this guy is right now is more regular than Ale. So I was like, why you don't give the opportunity to this guy? You know what I'm saying? He's young. You can see in Argentina. You remember, right? In the World Cup, they
Mhm.
get the opportunity
Mhm.
to what's the name? The number 9, the young guy who played for City, Manchester City.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. The name just
Alvarez.
escaped. Alvarez, yeah,
Alvarez. Yeah.
yeah.
Why we don't give the opportunity to the young guy to show like what they can do? You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? I mean,
Hmm.
Ale is not in a good form right now. So if you want the best, you have to try the new people and the people who has better statistic right now. I think Karim
Hmm.
is in good shape right now. He showed last time what he can do for Ivory Coast.
Hmm. And Chris, I am with you. I am with you on that. I'm just gonna roll it back, and we're gonna
Hmm.
continue our conversation, even though the video would be rolling.
Yeah.
What I want people to see about this kid is, you and I spoke about him. He is not
Hmm.
stationary. He is very mobile. He is short, but he keeps the defenders busy. If you compare
Yeah.
Haller and Fofana, tell us what more, not Fofana, Konate. Tell us what more Konate gives to the coach and to the Ivorian people compared to Haller, who is also a very fantastic striker.
Uh, about Olive, I know, you know, people from Ivory Coast, they try to, what I'm saying, they live in the past because they try to compare Ale to Didier Drogba. But Didier Drogba is, what I'm saying, that's something we can get back. So we have to do with what we have right now, you know.
Right.
And personally, he's not moving the way Ivory Coast used to play. You know what I'm saying? The way Ivory Coast
Mhm.
play. You know, we play on the on the ground and shit. We need fast people. You know, like small people who
Mhm.
can bowling defender. But for me,
Mhm.
Ale is good, but he's not the striker we need. I mean, personally, we need people like Karim. There's another guy like Kasso and shit. So he's
Yeah,
good, but
absolutely.
for me,
I agree.
Konate
I
is better.
Yes, I agree with you absolutely 100% because watching Ivory Coast the way that they used to play, and like you and I can witness that, from the back in the days. Yes, they have to
Yeah,
move away from, thinking that, a second Didier Drogba would come
yeah.
because it would not come. But Ivory Coast is not used to having that straight up, how they call it, postman striker like Allaire. Because
Mm-hmm.
with Allaire, all he gives you is to hold up the play and to score goals
Yeah.
and score penalties. But like you
Mm-hmm.
said, you need a more dynamic player.
Yeah.
Konate can give you that. Also dribble, can
Mm-hmm.
also drift outside of the central side. Defenders hate that. Defenders hate the strikers that can go this way and that way. But Chris, we're gonna move on, and then
Mm-hmm.
obviously that's a player that I really like and you really like. Um, we're gonna move on to looking at the Ivorian team. Match day one, we have seen new faces like Bolly coming. We have seen
Mm-hmm.
Konate giving a start. We have seen players like Hame Traore coming in the last
Mm-hmm.
maybe 30, 27 minutes and having two goals. You know, we have seen a lot of changes in that match where, Boga and Adingra, if you
Yeah.
look at the formation,
That's my boy.
almost if you look at the formation, it's almost like they play five in the back, but I don't believe it was five in the back. It was more of wing players because
Mm-hmm.
Odinga and Boga, they wanna do this, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So how did you see these changes? How did you see this formation and these players, like you said, your boy? How did you evaluate the coach's selection and the formation he played versus Seychelles?
Right now, that's the best choice. That's the best choice we have. We got
Mm,
Boga, who's really good with Nice in France.
mm.
You got Denga, who play good right now with what's the name?
Bright, Brighton.
Brighton. Yeah,
Mhm.
I mean that's the best formation right now. You put the best and put together, and that's it. I know Bolly is not on the first team with his team, but he played good last time. So I mean, yeah, we can give you good credit. In the middle, there's nothing to say because they played good last time. But we play against Seychelles, so we have to see what will happen against Gambia because if you see the different result about Seychelles, they don't have good result.
Mhm.
They lost a lot of game
Yeah.
with big score, like 7, 8, you know. But against
Right.
Gambia, that's different thing. We're gonna see what we're gonna do in the next game, you know.
A- Absolutely. And I'm not talking because I'm Gambian. I agree with you, Chris.
Yeah,
When I watched that
yeah.
Seychelles game, if you look at maybe two goals were gifted or three goals were gifted, was
Hmm.
free. The goalkeeper tried to play from the back and pass
Yeah,
it to Traore, and Traore just score. Or they make some mistakes that I'm
yeah.
thinking Gambia cannot be this bad. Gambia is better than that.
They
They're not
cannot do
gonna
that.
give Ivory Coast
Yeah.
those opportunities. But we're gonna move on to, obviously we spoke about your boy. He's having a good time at the Bundesliga. I think in the Bundesliga
Yeah.
he's probably had 8 goals already. And in the
Mm-hmm.
cup he's got more goals. Champions League is balling. Definitely, I want to see him more. And
I
he's
hope
wearing
so,
somebody
man.
else's number 9. We want to talk about Zaha. Why did he not play? His number 9 is being worn by Konate now. How do you see his future with the team and this new guy coming in?
He still have his he still have his place in the team because he has something to do in Dubai. That's what they said. Yeah, but he's still a top player, and the number is nothing.
It's
It's just a number. When you come by, they're gonna give you a good number.
that's
That's
right.
it. Yeah, it's nothing. Number
That's
is
right.
nothing.
It's I'm with you because if the viewers don't know, you are a decent player, but I've never seen you
Yeah,
trying to wear the number 10 or whatever. You're always wearing like number 2 and stuff like that. And I've seen players
yeah.
who are very good on the ball and they wear number
Mm.
3 and they wear like, yeah. But you are right. Is Zaha going to be there for the Gambia game, or we don't have to worry about him?
Um, I don't know. Yeah, bro. I don't know, but I hope he
Okay,
will
let's
be there.
it,
It will be a good game though.
it, what-
If you
yeah,
here,
but it would not even matter because Ivory Coast have so much quality they can afford to miss
yeah,
a player like him and
yeah,
still be okay. That's what I think.
yeah.
Yeah. So absolutely, absolutely. We spoke about Hame, but Hame is an interesting one, Chris, because
Mm-hmm.
he is struggling to have playing time in Bournemouth.
Yeah.
He with his club he is struggling to have time. I think he have not played more than 1 hour of football with his club. But I don't want the viewers to hear this and think um, the quality is not there. I think the opportunity is not there because if you watch the
Mm-hmm.
game, obviously Chelsea is not the best team, but only good
Mm-hmm.
quality players will give you that in 27 minutes.
Yeah.
What is his situation if he continues to not have minutes in his team? For example, us Gambia fans are very,
Mm-hmm.
very particular about players not having minutes. They don't want players not having minutes playing, in the team or so
Mm-hmm.
like that. They always say, Coach, make sure you bring Odingra, who's playing all the time. Make sure you bring Konate, who's playing all the time. Make sure you bring Fofana, who's playing all the time. Kessie is playing all the time.
Mm-hmm.
All the time. Most Gambians would say this, but for him, he's not playing much. Would his position in the team be threatened a little bit, or is okay? The coach loves the quality and he's gonna keep calling him regardless.
I think the coach know what he can do. Even if he doesn't have time with his club, he still believe in him, and we still believe in him too. For everything he did last time, the different game he played for Ivory Coast, I think we can give him credit. I mean,
Absolutely.
we we need to help him to have time because we how to say you remember Kessie, he didn't have time in Barcelona, but when he come in
Yeah,
Ivory Coast, he has time, and that's
yeah.
where he can get back in shape and shit. So I think that would be the same thing for Ahmed.
And I'm glad you said that. Yeah, the national team can help these players to be on the spotlight
Yeah,
so that they can have more time somewhere else. Because
yeah.
Belgium, when they were in their prime, Carrasco
Mm-hmm.
used to play in Atletico Madrid. He was not
Yeah,
starting, but every time the Belgium coach would call him and he would start and he would deliver. So I think it's the confidence in the coach and the way
yeah.
that they
That's what
want
we're
to.
supposed to do. We're supposed to trust our players. That's
Absolutely.
how it is.
I'm talking about trust our players. This is coincidental because my next slide is trusted surgeons, the coach
Mm-hmm.
and the players that he trusts. Fofana, you look at the team, you already thinking Fofana would start the next game. I think he's the first choice goalkeeper.
Yeah.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
you look at the team also, not Bolly, but Ndiga is there and Jomande is there, one of the
Mm-hmm.
trusted surgeons for the coach in the back line. You look at the
Mm-hmm.
midfield, it's automatic. It's almost automatic now. Sangare would play,
Yeah.
Kessie would play, Fofana. They understand each other. There's good chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
The dynamic. Um, Hela scores. He would score every game. I'll give him that. But
I think he
we
will
also
start.
were talking about. Say it again.
He will be the starter. He will be the starter. I'm pretty sure.
You think he would? Yeah, yeah. I think so too. But Yeah, Chris, here's an opportunity. If you were Jean-Louis Gasset or whatever they however they pronounce his name in French, um,
Hmm.
would you change anything from the last lineup? Who would you add? Who would you drop? What would be your starting 11 against Gambia, and why?
You never change a team who win. You never change it.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying?
interesting.
Like we don't have to change anything right now. He has a good group.
Hmm.
He need to keep going like that.
Hmm.
And now, if in the game he can see something, if he sees something different in the game, he can change it. But right now, he doesn't need to change. I think we can keep with the same team.
You
You want
believe
good
that the same?
chemistry, you need to keep a team like that. That's it. Even if I don't like some people, some players, but you know, if you want good chemistry, keep the team like that. They won already 9-0. They got the confidence, so let them play. And in the game, you can change it. But right now, you don't have to change anything.
Chris, obviously the game. I think who did you play before you played Chessels? Was it Morocco or South Africa?
Uh, they
South
play Morocco before they play South Africa.
Okay. Okay, so they played Morocco before South Africa. So it's probably South Africa.
Yeah.
But the reason why I'm going back. South Africa is not Chessels, Morocco is not Chessels, and the team selections were different in a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think the coach looked at Chessels and decided, I want to give most of these young players the opportunity to play this game and play a lot of
Yeah.
minutes?
Yeah.
Now Gambia is different. It's not Morocco or it's not South Africa.
Mm-hmm.
We've beaten Morocco before. We've
But
beaten
that's a strong
Algeria,
team.
Tunisia. You name it. Yeah, these are strong
Hey,
teams. So Gambia
hey,
is
that's a
is not
strong
a
fucking team.
pushover.
No.
Exactly.
Mm.
That's what I'm saying. Gambia is they're gonna come in. I'm gonna talk about Gambia and the
Hey,
coach in a
yeah.
little bit. They're gonna come in and they're gonna try to frustrate Ivory Coast as much as possible.
Yeah. They
So
have
with
to.
this coach knowing Gambia is at a different level and they're tactically disciplined to frustrate teams that are good and they can win because you could see that in the AFCON and other games. Is this coach going
Mm-hmm.
to say, I want to change my lineup a little bit and go with
Mm-hmm.
more of experience or more of the players that played against Morocco or against South Africa and not keep the same lineup?
I don't think gonna change anything. I think we're gonna keep the same team.
You,
Maybe if you have to change something, it will put somebody like because Adenga is not that strong. He's
mhm,
really smart. He can move
mhm,
around, but he's not that strong.
mhm.
So probably gonna put somebody who can body somebody. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
most of it, he gonna keep the same team.
Yes, I'm with you on that because I like that flow. If it's not broken, don't fix it. If it's
Yeah.
working for you, let it continue working for you until you have the need
Mm.
to fix it. Let's go into we've done Ivory Coast, and now I believe
Mhm.
Chris. Even before I go to Gambia, it will
Mhm.
almost get into my turn. Um, Anything that you want to add about the Ivorian team going to play Gambia? Do you have any
Mhm.
advice or any observation, anything that you think they need to change or they need to work on, or anything before I move to the Gambian side? If you were going to give message to the players and the coach
All
and the
right.
fans, what would it be?
Okay. Um, when you step on the field, everyone is the same. That's a 50-50 game. I don't care where you play. I don't care who you are. You'll be on the field with me. You're a man, I'm a man. We're gonna fuck you over.
11,
You know what I'm saying?
11. Yeah.
Don't say this nigga play right here. This is Keshe. This is Fofana. We need to be scared. No, it's no. There's nothing to be scared about. You got go.
And
You lost already the first game. No, it's not gonna be like that. You need to give them headache. You know what I'm saying? Go for the ball, go for everything. They need to be scared of you guys. That's the kind of message I can
And
send to someone gonna step on the field with them.
yeah, and absolutely, I think you have sent a message to my team. The idea
Yeah.
was for you to send a message to your team, but it's the same message. You are telling your team, don't think that you are playing for Barcelona and this guy is playing for
Yes.
Bologna. You can
Exactly.
run over them. And I want to also add on yours. I totally agree because if you look at Gambia national team, we've played against
Mhm.
Algeria when they were number 1 in
Mhm.
Africa. They had Mahrez, they had all these good players. They
Yeah.
have unbeaten run, beaten everyone in
Mhm.
Africa. And this is before we went to the AFCON. They came to Gambia, we drew 1-1. We went to Algeria, we drew 1-1. When
Yeah.
Morocco had a really good squad, they had Benetia who was playing for I think Juventus at one point. They have a lot of good players in that Moroccan team. We played them
Mhm.
scrimmage, and the same coach with his tactics beat them 1-0. The same with
Yeah.
Mali. We've played Mali and we've beaten Mali. And Mali also have a decent squad, just like Ivory Coast. We've beaten
Mhm.
Guinea, we've beaten Tunisia in the AFCON. So yes, the quality looks good on Ivory Coast on paper, but also Gambia have a good confidence
Yeah.
with their tactics to go ahead. But I'm gonna jump into Gambia, and every now and then I would also invite you just like that, so that we can talk
Okay.
about the Gambia team. Coach Tom today was lucky enough to listen to his interview, and before even I listened to his interview, I told my friends after the last game that Coach Tom is going back to what had worked for him before. Every
Mhm.
coach have their secret. They have their blueprint. The
Mhm.
blueprint with Coach Tom is what he called in the interview tactical discipline. Most
Okay.
Gambians already know what that tactical discipline means. It's mostly not on the ball or with the ball or in possession. It's mostly
Mhm.
out of possession without the ball when we are defending. He wants to
Mhm.
defend in block. He wants to defend in our half, and he wants to make Ivory Coast frustrated, so frustrated. And if he has one chance or two, he's scoring, and then he's okay with 1-0 like that. Even if most
Yeah.
Gambians say it's ugly football, that's his style. That's his
Mhm.
style. He's gonna pack
Hey,
the
if they want
bus.
the result, they have to do it. We have to deal with that. That's how it is. That's how it is, man.
And
You understand what I'm saying, right?
you don't see any. Most Gambians see a problem with Jose Mourinho style, Tom style, packing the bus. You don't see problem with that, do you?
I don't see no problem. I'm here to win. I'll do everything I can to win. It don't matter. Ugly game, beautiful game, I don't care. We gonna win. You come here to win, right?
That's right.
Yeah, yeah. So do what you have to do to win.
Yeah,
That's it.
that's that's right. I love beautiful football, but beautiful football without the points means nothing. Ugly
Yeah.
football with the points, I can go with that. I'm all right
If
with
you
that.
win three
Um,
points against Ivory Coast, it doesn't matter how they play. We're gonna say Gambia win Ivory Coast.
that's true. That's
Yeah,
hundred
yeah.
percent true. In his interview, he also shared a line that basically is motivating to himself and his team. He said Gambia had never lost. His Gambia, during the time that he's coach, had never
Mhm.
lost 2 games in a row. And basically, what he's saying is, I'm not looking forward to lose 2 games in a row. I'm going to come there and do my best and make sure the minimum that we go home with is 1 point. Quite interesting mentality already for this coach. He's
Yeah,
not ready.
yeah,
He's not even
yeah.
thinking about losing. He's thinking
Hey,
about minimum one.
I like what he said. I know he's trying to tell your team like I'll give you an example, right? He's trying to say like, okay, you know the level. The only thing you can do is get 1 point. And
Yeah,
they'll be like, what the fuck you talking about? We're gonna show those niggas we can win more than 1 point. That's what you
right.
try to tell your team. That's what you're trying to do.
Yeah, yeah. Indirectly.
That's what you're trying to do. I know.
Yeah.
Because
And
you
and
know what his team can do.
and it worked for him before. He went in there and beat Guinea
Yeah,
1 point, beat Tunisia one
yeah,
point, beat Mali 2-1, had beaten Morocco 1 point, so one goal,
yeah,
but it doesn't matter. Like you said, 1-0 is 3 points, 10-0 is three
yeah,
points. Who
yeah.
cares? Um,
Shit,
for the Gambian,
that's not me.
apologies.
It's okay.
I need to make sure.
I have a question. Hello?
All right, Chris. Apologies about that. And
It's okay. I have
there
a
was a
question.
jingle. There was a jingle. Jingle. Yes, go ahead.
I have a question for people who doubt about the style of your coach. They want to go in the World
Go
Cup.
ahead. That's
They can play they can
mhm.
play bad soccer, but they can win all the game 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, and go to the World Cup. You're not
Right.
gonna be happy. Bro, that's your result. We need the result. You don't care about how you play.
Mhm.
Go get the 3 points. That's the
That's right.
thing. Yeah,
That's. I
that's my
mean,
point. You know.
you have a point. Really valid point, Chris. The way I look at it, we all love beautiful football. The way we play,
Yeah.
we want to when we watch football, we watching teams that play even more than that. We enjoy
Mm-hmm.
Man City, we enjoy Arsenal.
Mm,
But at the end of the day, if Man City lose 5 games straight and they're playing beautiful football, the fans are gonna turn on the coach and the players.
yeah,
They're not
yeah.
interested. He's played his way and he's
Mm-hmm.
gotten he's accomplished his task. His task
Mm-hmm.
is to qualify Gambia to the AFCON. He's done it once
Yeah.
and he's done it second time. So he's have a new goal now to qualify Gambia to the World Cup. Me personally, I don't care how he does it. Even if he does it playing 11-0-0 formation, I'm happy that we qualified to the World Cup. But different
Yeah.
fans have different opinions. Some fans want to see beautiful
Yeah.
football. But I'm not seeing beautiful football against Ivory Coast because that has not worked for him. He's gonna go back to what worked for him. But
Yeah.
Chris, what happened with our game? I want to maybe play the highlights of our game a little bit, and then we will talk more
Okay.
about this player,
Okay.
Sedi Janko Babukar game, Hamza Barry. Let me see if I can run this game on there. So people who did not have the opportunity to watch it,
هدف رابع قد يحضر لكن ركلة
actually
جزاء حصل على ركلة جزاء. شوف هذه الكرة.
that would be the Ivory Coast game, and I'm gonna try. My network is terrible today, and it's not playing these videos the way I want it. It's buffering, but
Mm.
at least we can see some of these things that I want to talk about the Gambia game.
Okay.
Up the cross, and there's the header, and there's the goal. The goal that Burundi have been threatening. Back to Ntiba Zonkiza, who holds up the cross, and there's the header, and there's the goal. The goal that Burundi have been threatening. It's Abedi Bigirimana, who's not the tallest figure on the field by any means, but who rose to head in that cross on the right-hand side. First half an hour. All credit to Bigirimana, who got in front of his marker, Noah Sonko Sundberg, and just plants that header beyond Modu Jobe, who was left with no chance whatsoever. Gola. Leon Gola looking to, well, that's placing the ball very much outside it. Centimetres there. Jordi Leon Gola. The back post and it's been turned in again. It's 2-0. Abiyuva on hand, unmarked. Burundi are in dreamland here. Well, this is incredible. And delight for the Burundi fans in the stadium again, but it was not dealt with by the Gambian defence. That ball allowed to run all the way across the face of goal, and there was Frederic Nsabiyumva.
I think this is a good place, Chris, to stop this one. The video was poor, but luckily the audio was good. The audio was good. You could hear the commentator from the first. You could hear the commentator saying, 3 Gambian defenders in the 6, 1 Burundi striker, and he showed, but he managed to get in front and head the ball home. If I retract that back a little, just to talk about where the problem started, most Gambians probably seeing the game live would see it. Our left back tackled one of the wingers over there and forced him to play the ball back to the corner, away from goal. So he's done his job. The player was close on the side. He forced him, and the player passed it back to the Burundi player who was by the corner flag. When that player got the ball, there was our our winger left who was shutting him down. But instead of shutting him down properly, he went and he turned his back like that. So the winger had an easy time to cross it. From that area. And also 3 defenders in the box. 3 striker is here. Striker manages to of this guy and then headed the ball. So absolutely it was very poor defending by Gambia because we were defending 3 versus 1 in the box. The second goal, you can see the commentator was saying the marking. They missed the guy in the back. Again, it was the same thing. What actually happened there? I mean, you played everywhere in the pitch, and I always love a player like you because you could play center back, you could play midfield, you could play striker. But because you could play all that, you would have the experience and the knowledge to talk about this thing. I was midfield and forward, but I know as a defender, if you marking even a defender in your box, you are not facing your goal. You are facing the defender halfway, you are facing the ball halfway. So when it comes, you can drop back and still have a vision. But the defender was facing our goal. So when the defender is a defender who scored the second goal, when he ran past him, it was easy for him to have an easy tapping. I wanted to talk about this to the Gambian viewers, but also want to open up to you and your playing experience or even your watching the game experience. This is, I know you don't criticize your own players, but we are dissecting it. We are analyzing it. This was unacceptable to my point. What do you think?
You're absolutely right. I cannot say nothing. You're absolutely right. It cannot happen. It cannot. This is not acceptable. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna say bad thing about people, about players, but for real, this isn't acceptable. You a center back, you can't let this shit happen. No way. Nobody can pass in front of you and come. And it was the first goal. I think the first goal he was by himself against 3 people. This is not acceptable. I don't care. I don't care who he is. He's not. He cannot come in front of you and get the ball in front of you, in front of 3 defenders. This is no way. I'm sorry.
Well, let me be more specific and try to see if you can go in details. Put yourself in the shoes of one of those center back. If you have to defend a situation like that, what would be your communication wise? What would be your adjustment? How would you defend it? Because you are also good in the air and you are good in the back and communication wise and all that kind of stuff. How would you stop that?
First communication. You can see right there was no communication. They just focused about the ball. They were supposed they were supposed to have one leader who gonna say, "Hey, take that one. Just stay on him. I don't care what you gonna do. Just stay on him. Don't let him do anything."
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Just mark
Uh-huh.
him like one on one. Mark him. Don't let him go because we three against one.
Yeah.
If there was one who's watching like left, right, left, like that,
Yeah.
this shit won't happen
Yes. Yes. I agree
because
with you.
that's
There was
that's
no
the only thing
scanning.
I could do. Hmm?
Yes, you are right. I agree with you. I think in football, especially in the English terminology, is scanning. This is one of the principles or the capabilities of football. It's
Yeah.
very important. Maybe it's about seven of them, but scanning is important. Not just when you have the ball, but without the
Hmm.
ball. You are right. If that defender was scanning, he could have seen that
Scanning.
run coming in.
Yeah.
And if that defender in the front of him, in the front of the defender that missed the guy was also scanning, he could have communicated and say he's coming in front. If
Yeah.
that defender that was in
Hmm.
the front was also scanning, maybe he could
Yeah.
have dropped down. So I
They were
mean,
all focused.
communication.
They were all focused on the ball. All focused
Yeah,
on the ball.
yeah. They were
You
focused
can
on the ball.
see when people are gonna watch the game again. We're gonna see the video. They're gonna see they were all focused over there. You know what I'm saying? There was nobody like you say scanning.
Yeah, yeah. Absolutely. We're gonna go back into Coach Tom and talk about the reason why I wanted to we chose to play that video and talk about it
Yeah.
is because we are going to look at a player here, Sedi Janko. Sedi Janko is a player you may not have known, but he's played at good level. He's played at Manchester
Mhm.
United. He's played at Real Valladolid. He's played at Bundesliga. He plays Champions League football now. But unfortunately, he's a defender. Um, he's not the most physical, but he's got the experience and he's got
Yeah.
the knowledge. And he's a type of defender you want to have in your team when you are playing against Ivory Coast or any other team, or even the team that just passed.
Mhm.
The problem was, Chris, I'm not making this thing up. You know why he could not play?
Why?
He forgot his passport, his Gambian passport. He forgot it in Swiss.
Are you
I'm not,
serious?
I'm not making this
No
up.
way.
He forgot his Gambian passport. I mean, we all human, but come on, it's a flimsy excuse.
No way.
It's what I said on my post game on that game. I said, listen, I'm also bad at forgetting. Trust me, I am worse. I am worse than him. But now, before I travel, Chris, you know what I do? I start packing my belongings a week ago,
Hell yeah.
and
That's the first thing you do.
the first
Two
belonging
days
exactly.
before even.
The first belonging that goes in my bag is my passport because I cannot go
Oh
anywhere
my
without my passport.
gosh. This guy is
So
crazy. I swear.
with, with him, he was born in Swiss, so he can travel with his Swiss passport. But I would still treat the
Mm,
Gambian passport as I'm putting this in my bag because even though I'm
yeah.
not using it to travel, I cannot play without it. So it goes in my bag first. But anyway, Chris, we gotta move on from that one. He's a good he's a good player, and I rate him, and I would love to see him play. Hopefully, they express his passport, and it is in Tanzania now, but the coach now would have the opportunity to use him if his passport is there. Another player, Chris, is the goalkeeper. So our coach decided to change the goalkeeper and bring in the right back that used to play right back all our games, play him center
Mhm.
back because he played for Ludogorets and he played in the UEFA Conference League
Mhm.
and he played center back for his team over there. But
Mhm.
and we know that chemistry is very important for center backs.
Mhm.
You need to understand each other to play center
Yeah.
backs. Unfortunately for the coach, Gambia did not play much test match for him to try and see if, for example, Chris and Ras are good pair to play in the back. He did not have
Mhm.
the option. So he tried him in the center back. He also, because this guy missed his passport, he played a guy that is playing in the USL. USL.
Mm-hmm.
The USL. You know the USL.
Yeah. Yeah.
He played a guy who is playing in the USL. Nothing against the guy, but we all believe the level is not for Gambia national team.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unfortunately,
For sure.
unfortunately, the guy struggled. So I'm looking at this and I'm saying, um, go back to your goalkeeper Babu Kargay. Go back to Seri Janko. Maybe his passport is there, and we
I
also
hope
have
so.
a midfield player, Hamza Barry, who is very, very good on the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Technically good on that ball, on that midfield, and he was on the bench. So these are the
Oh.
three players. I don't know why, but you could see the first half we struggled to keep the ball, but when he
Mm-hmm.
came in the second half, we kept the ball and we were able to score 2 goals and all that kind of stuff. But these are the players that he can use, he can bring in. Yes, even though he's going to defend a lot, he's going to defend deep, but he needs players that if you win the ball, they can make something
Go
happen.
fast. Yeah.
Exactly. They can make something happen. So if Gambians ask me, I mean, even if they don't ask me, I'm gonna talk about that starting 11. I think I would believe that Coach Tom would go back to his goalkeeper, say, Babukar Gay, who's had really good games for the squad, and then the back line they're used to him. For
Mm-hmm.
his back line, there's this player that we call James Gomez. He played for Sparta Prague.
Okay.
I believe Sparta Prague. Yes, they in the Europa or whatever. But decent team. It's not USL.
Decent team, decent level.
Yeah, the kid is good. He played in the AFCON with the center back that used to play in Sampdoria. Now he plays in Besiktas in the Turkish league.
Mm.
So if I'm the coach, I will play those two guys, is Omar Colley and James. I'll play Sedi Janko. Hopefully his passport is there. I'll play him on the left side. And then I'll play Noah Sonko, who played center back. I'll play him on the right side because this is a familiar back five.
Yeah.
This back five had played several games together and they're okay. In the midfield, because this is going to be a game that he would defend a lot. There's this new guy he played for the Gambia under 20. They call him
You don't know.
Mahamadou.
Maybe you gonna do the game.
Yeah, Mahamadou Bajo. He's a hard tackler in that midfield. He's
Mm-hmm.
young, 20. He's hard. You know, I would play him there. Then I'll play Hamza Barry, who is good on the ball, and I'll also play Alassane Mane, who's playing in Denmark now. Alassane Mane, this is how good he is on the ball. He came from the Barcelona academy.
Mm-hmm.
He's my size, but he doesn't care if you are this tall. He's playing. He's good. You know, I'll play
Like
him.
Konate.
Exactly. Up front, we had a kid that used to play for Bologna in Sampdoria. I mean, in the Serie A, but now he's in the Arab League with Kessie and them. His team is second or third in the Arab League. Musa Barrow. He's good, but his
Mm-hmm.
level, they moved to the Arab League. He's not been consistent with the national team. The same, our all-time top scorer in this era is like Sebastian Haller.
Mm-hmm.
He'll give you goals, but that's it. He does not give you that Konate vibe because we
Okay.
have a striker in Turkey who's playing in the Turkish league, very respectable league. He's scoring all the time. He's playing all the time, but the coach does not call him. He's not even in the squad, and he's the better
Maybe there's
player.
a problem.
Maybe there's a problem. So it's
Yeah.
most
Maybe
like
there's a problem.
he should put this guy on the bench because almost 3-4 games the guy had been struggling, even though he scored for us. Maybe being on the bench is good for him to reset and find his form.
Yeah.
So he should
Sometimes
go
it's
with
good for
Barry.
people.
Sometimes it's good. It's good because he can sit down and see the game and maybe start fixing his problem from the bench before he goes in. And
Yeah.
then I think he'll play Badamosi there, and on the right side he'll play Ablai Jallo. Chris, I want you to go when this show is over. Go to YouTube
Mm-hmm.
and type Ablai Jallo FC Metz. Is in France.
FC Med. Okay.
This kid is the best Gambian player I have seen play. And you know that's a huge statement. This kid is amazing. The type of goals he scores
I
is
think you put
crazy.
some you put some about him on your page, right?
Yes.
I
Did you
don't
see
know.
that pass with the back foot?
Yeah,
I think that's
yeah.
the one you talk about.
No,
But
now you say some. I'm about to go watch it after we finish. I'm
no,
about to be focused about some of your guys
you know how
because in
you are.
that competition I got three teams right now. I got Ivory
Yeah.
Coast, Cameroon,
Uh-huh.
and
Uh-huh.
Gambia.
Hey, that's it. Because you have always been Gambian
Yeah,
anyway. You
yeah,
played with us. You played for the Gambian team in Texas and all that kind of stuff.
yeah.
But you think his pass was sick? Go and look at the kind of goals he scored in League One.
Okay.
Even just this year. I'm not talking about last season. Even if you watch last season or so, the kind of goals he scored is crazy. And they're all outside the box. And he's little like Messi, but he got so much power on that left foot. Ivory Coast have to be careful for that guy. Go watch him.
Yeah, I think we have a special plan for y'all.
Oh, you
We
have
see
a
on the
player that
game.
you
We
have a
see on
player
the
that
game on Monday. But
well,
I hope it will be a great game. I hope so. For both of the team, you know. I want to watch a really good game.
so I'm glad that you said we have a special player for y'all. I always
Yeah.
ask my guests during the game tomorrow, who is the player to watch for you
All of
in the
them.
Ivory Coast team?
Even
Who is the player? Who is the player that if I've never seen Ivory Coast play and you have to pick one
mm-hmm.
player and say Ras, tomorrow I want you to pay
Oh,
attention to this. Who would it
oh
be?
my God. You already know. Seko Fofana, I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. They say all about him. Like they say he's not gonna come in the team. He's too arrogant. But when he's on the field, you know he's here. I
Who
don't care
Fofana?
what you gonna say. You know he's on the field, and he
Fofana,
give
right?
everything he can to make his team play better. You see, last time against South Africa, we play
Yeah,
bad. We play
yeah,
so poorly. But the only satisfaction we got was Seko Fofana. He was
yeah.
everywhere on the field. He tried everything outside the box, inside the box. He tried everything. So
And,
the
and you,
person you're gonna watch the game is Seko.
no,
He
honestly,
gonna give you a hmm?
I've been watching him. I've been watching him a lot in
Mm-hmm.
uh, Al Nasir,
Yeah.
his team in the Saudi League, and also, but
Mm-hmm.
more when Ivory Coast play. Because I
Yeah.
think I told you, or I told someone, I said, Sekou, Kessie is good. I like Kessie. You know what I'm saying? I
Mm-hmm.
like, but this is what I like about Sekou. Sekou is more dynamic,
Yeah, box to box.
box to box. That's what I was saying. Box to box. You see
Yeah,
his
box to
goal
box.
with Konate. His
He's
goal
not
with
the only
Konate is
person.
even.
We got two like him. We got Seko.
Mhm.
We got Sangai. They play they play how to say
Yeah,
like you know what I'm saying like they play box to box. Kessie is more like
Sangare.
Kessie is more like somebody gonna stay in front of a defense.
Yeah,
Yeah, calm. You know what I'm
the
saying?
traffic guy. He's the traffic. He's the
Yeah,
traffic officer. Yeah.
yeah.
But hey, Chris, thank you so much. Whenever we talk
Oh,
about football, I told you 30 minutes, but it's almost an hour now.
yeah. That was my
But
pleasure,
hey,
man.
this is good. What I can tell you is I have a guy that I used to work with in DC. He played for the Gabon
Mm-hmm,
under 17 or 18. We call him
mm-hmm,
Jacques. When Gambia played Gabon in the AFCON qualifiers, um, he was my guest. But guess
uh-huh.
what? This time, Ivory Coast, Gabon, and Gambia are in the same group.
Oh, that
So
was
maybe,
fun.
Yeah, maybe next time when we play match day 3,
Mm-hmm.
or whenever it's match day, the match day that Ivory Coast is going to play against Gabon, I will bring
Mm-hmm.
him and then I would call you to bring you. We talk about Ivory Coast versus Gabon, and then we also talk about maybe Gambia would play Kenya also. We
Oi,
all this
I
together,
like it. I like that, dear.
Yeah, yeah. So just today he comment on my Facebook because Gabon is right now #1 on the table.
Mm.
You know that. Wait, is it
Yeah.
Gabon or Ivory Coast? Who's #1 on the table right now?
I think we first.
Because you score a lot of goals.
Yeah.
No, no, but Gabon played 2 games. Ivory Coast played only 1 game.
Yeah.
I
How
think
many
so.
points Gabon got?
Gabon got 6 points plus 2 goals.
Oh shit. We got 9.
Yeah, Gabon got 6 points plus 2 goals because they played two games now.
Yeah.
Ivory Coast only played 1 game, but +9 for the goal, so they got 3 points. Burundi,
Mm-hmm.
oh, Gabon beat Burundi. That's what happened. Burundi played 2 games. They won one, lost one.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, Gambia is 0, Kenya is 0, Seychelles is
No,
0.
this is not that's your first game. Bro,
Yeah, yeah.
don't look at that. This your first
No,
game. That's your
and that's
first
what
game.
the
Don't
coach said.
worry.
That's
That's your
what the
first
coach
game.
said. The
Yeah.
coach said most likely every team is gonna lose 3 points. It's only 3 points that we've lost.
Mm.
So that means we are still in this race because most
Hell
likely
yeah.
every team is gonna lose 3 points. So who cares? We're gonna keep going. But
Bro,
when we have
I'm give you an example. You remember that Spain team, right? When
yeah,
they in South Africa, they lost the first
yeah.
game. Guess what?
Oh,
They won the World Cup.
no, even if you know that was 2010, right? Was South Africa
Yeah,
2010?
yeah.
That's a long time ago. Argentina got beaten by
Oh
Saudi,
yeah,
right?
oh yeah. But
That's not too long ago.
like I told you, it can happen. You can lose the first
Yeah,
game and go win everything.
that's right.
Just the first game. Don't worry.
Yeah,
Don't
we should
worry.
be all right. We
It's
should be all
okay.
right. But
It
anyway,
happen.
we're gonna say goodbye to the viewers and Chris, thank you so much for coming on board. This is
Oh, my pleasure.
absolutely fun. I enjoy talking about the game, and I know you also enjoy talking about the game.
Yeah.
I would set a rendezvous. That's my friends. A rendezvous for you and Jacques. Gabon versus
Okay.
Ivory Coast,
Okay.
and whoever Gambia is playing, and then we'll come back here and discuss it. All right.
Aye.
All right. Thank you so much, and good. No, I'm not going to say good luck. Good luck on your other games. Not
Okay.
tomorrow.
Okay.
On your other games,
Oh,
good
me,
luck.
I'm
But
fair play,
tomorrow,
bro. Good luck. Good
yeah,
luck for your game. Good luck for your
thank
next
you.
game. Yeah.
All right, thank you. Tomorrow, hopefully, may the best team win. I'll put it that way.
I hope so.
All right, thank you so much, Chris.
You're welcome.
Get to see you some other time when Gabon play Ivory Coast.
All right.
All right. Let me. Okay, this is where we go. Thank you so much, guys. Exactly on the hour, we have about 50 minutes to close this session. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Feel free to comment on the comment section. Let us know what you think about the game. Let us know the 11 that you want the coach to play. Let us know the formation. But the style, I'm not even going to say try and guess the style. The style is going to be the Coach Tom style. He's going to pack the bus. He's going to try to frustrate Ivory Coast as much as possible. But let's all enjoy the game tomorrow, and hopefully we'll have a good result. Bye-bye, guys.